All right, so we're back here at the factory, and now that I got you roped into this installation that's about to happen, let's backtrack to a comment I see a lot. People always say, hey man, you look tired, you should take a break. So let's address that one, why don't we? Here's the start of every day of my week. We're always going to be just a little bit late to school, so I got one on my shoulders and one on my hip with a slight jog into school. Then once all the kids are dropped off from school, me and the superstar head to the gym where we go ahead, and this is round number 15 right here of these things, and then we do a row for in between those things. She likes it, my brain likes it, so that's why I keep doing it. It's also a good bonding experience me and the wife have that we never had before. So do I look tired? You're probably right, I am tired. But I also grew up with my best friend who was North Korean. He escaped the Kim Jong-il gripped early in his life. He didn't have to eat dog anymore. He came to America and we were best friends. So I believe from hanging out with him so much that my eyes became a little squinty over the years. But enough of that, let's get to this installation. So these are 3-inch tees, and I needed to bushing down to get to a gauge, which is 1/4 inch, and a well, which is 3/4 inch. So by following the specs where they wanted brass is what they asked for, that's what I bought, and the way to get down to that was 17 bushings later. And yes, that is the large pair of channel locks that were the closest things to me, and this is a 1/4 inch 90 that I'm using that large pair of channel locks on. So come at me, bro. Now the unit that's getting installed, or I'm piping to, they keep referring to it as a chiller. The temperature is going to run around 55 to 70 degrees depending on the product that they are producing in the production area. Please don't tell me to go buy a flange wrench in the comment section, because I do about one flange a year, and all you need is 2 pieces of rod and a 2-foot wrench, and you get yourself a flange wrench. If I drove around with every fancy tool in my van, it wouldn't be an 02 Astro van anymore. It would probably be a semi-truck 18-wheeler. So I also see some people complaining about insulation. You gotta insulate those pipes. Listen, this isn't the first setup in this factory. This is like number 8. It's the same exact thing. Some are smaller, some are bigger, just like your sister tells you. But know this, size does matter. Don't tell anybody. But none of it's insulated. So the best that I can do is make sure that if it does sweat, my hangers are not black ironed and will rust. So I use the copper coated ones or galvanized. So this here is an vibration isolator. So when the unit's running, it's not going to send the vibration through the rest of the piping in the ceiling. And by doing this, I'm able to clip the pipes to the unistrut above. There's the butterfly valve, and we're transitioning over to Skid 80 PVC. Now the other thing I see a lot of people talking about, and I'll try to get the glue, because man, there's a lot of people out there not getting laid these days. They're talking about my glue and primer jobs a lot. But I'll get the glue in tomorrow's video because I'm heading back over there, and it is heavy duty Rectiseal PVC glue. We're priming, we're using heavy duty glue. It's not gray. My God, you people with the colors, I'm telling you. It's like most plumbers are kindergartners. The only thing you can recognize is colors and shapes. And once again, I edit these things, so you don't see the whole performance of my glue and cleaning. I mean, bring it on in the comment section. It makes for good talk. So right there, I'm 2-holing it just like your sister likes, so I can get that 90 glued right there on the vise and then send it up right on your sister's back, kid. That way I don't have to have any glue dripping down the pipe once I get up on that lift. She's a little floppy on that thing, but I'm sure she'll handle it well. Right about now, people are going to be like, hey man, you should put some support. There it is, underneath the 3-inch brass tee. So I got a temporary support while I go ahead and take the weight off with those unistrut clips above. Now that the weight's off, we remove the temporary support, and all the weight is on that hanger up there. Who's better than me, kid? This is the return line because it reuses and recycles the water at the machinery and sends it back to a bulk storage tank. Got those lines up. I got to go back Saturday. I'm hoping to be somewhat done, but they're all going to eventually look like those right there dropping down with valves at 8'6" off the ceiling. And there's the back of the chiller. I believe I'm all done with that sucker. Oh, I lied. I actually forgot an inverted trap up at the top, so I'm going to do that tomorrow morning as well, only on the return.